This video will provide you with an introduction to the critical thinking assignment for general psychology. This assignment is required in all sections of general psychology offered by Vincennes University. To begin with, I would like to provide you with an overview of the assignment. This assignment will require students to critically think and express conclusions about a question or concern regarding human behavior. Since psychology is the scientific study of behavior and mental processes, the topic options for this project are endless. Some instructors may determine the topic for the critical thinking assignment, while others may allow the student to select his or her own topic. Each student will research, analyze information, and evaluate answers to his or her question using at least two of the prominent psychological perspectives that have been addressed in the course. This assignment will require the student to go beyond basic researching the question of interest about human behavior. It stretches the student to analyze and determine the psychological perspectives of their sources. The student will document the information in the form of an essay. Students should document all sources, both in text and on a references page using APA style. And this assignment will account for approximately 10% of the student's grade in general psychology. The instructor will determine the actual value, which will be documented in the syllabus. This assignment includes 5 broad steps. Step number 1, explanation of the problem, question, conflict, or issue. Identify and explain your question of interest regarding human behavior. Explain, why is this of interest to you? Further explain, why is this question important? Provide relevant data to support that the topic is a legitimate question of concern about human behavior. In other words, thoroughly define and describe the problem behavior and convince the reader of your paper that the problem is a legitimate concern for humans. Step number 2, evidence. Selecting and using information to investigate a point of view or conclusion. Select and describe 2 prominent psychological perspectives which address the question. Then conduct research and identify at least 2 sources for each perspective which address your question. It is recommended that you use VU's library database. Your sources must be credible and should be written by professionals who have expertise in the subject. Step number 3, using the information from your sources, thoroughly explain how a psychologist working within each perspective views the issue and how she or he would try to answer the question. Step number 4, student's position. Evaluate the information you've described and form conclusions. Do you agree with either, both, or neither of your 2 chosen perspectives in the way they answer your chosen question? Explain why you agree or disagree. Support your position with evidence you have collected from your sources. Explain how do your conclusions impact you, and how or why are your conclusions important for you. Step number 5, conclusions and related outcomes. Evaluate the information and form conclusions. What implications or impact do your conclusions have for psychologists and society at large? Do your conclusions suggest different areas for psychologists to investigate or study? Could what you have concluded be used to help society at large? Or do your conclusions suggest dangers or warnings for society? What might be the economic, political, social, or educational implications of what you've concluded? In these final slides, I would like to provide you with some helpful tips for submitting a successful project. Good luck. This assignment will take you beyond reporting on a problem associated with human behavior. You will learn how to analyze credible sources and make conclusions for yourself and society. For additional information, you should speak with your instructor, or you may contact the psychology department at Vincennes University.